This is an unboxing of the Panasonic x920 camcorder. That's the version of the camcorder without any internal memory. If it had internal storage, it would be the x920M. And it is Panasonic's top-of-the-range camcorder, consumer camcorder for 2013. Sold in quite a nice compact little box, and it is quite a compact little camcorder. We start off with the inevitable set of instructions. That's just a brief get you started guide which says little more, to be honest, than put the battery on, point the camcorder and press record. But underneath that it does come with here a full set of PDF instruction manuals on a CD, and also some basic software, the Panasonic HD Writer, although there are various other editors, so you'll probably be using one of those rather than that software. Two sections in the box. That's the camcorder itself, and up here the various accessories. That is an HDMI cable at one end and mini HDMI at the other end to go into the camcorder. I'm not actually sure that's visible, but there you go. Point that there. HDMI cable, so you can watch your output on the big screen. This is a fairly standard composite video cable with, I don't know if that's a proprietary Panasonic adapter, but it is a small HDMI-like adapter on that end. Just another way of watching your output plugged into a telly or something similar. Now down here we have a charger. This is not, actually I lie, it's not a charger, it's a power adapter. There's no way you can actually put a battery on that to charge, but the end of this will plug into the camcorder itself, and then you can charge the battery on the camcorder. That's annoying. Canon do the same thing. They just give you a power supply and expect you to charge the battery on the camcorder, and it's much more convenient obviously if you can charge the battery on a separate charger, but they don't give you one of those. Speaking of the batteries, here it is. The supplied battery is a VW VBN 130, and I thought for a while that this would be the same as some previous batteries I had from an older Panasonic camcorder. They look the same, the model number is very similar. This one, for example, is a VW VBG 130, but that tiny difference means that in fact, although they look the same, they're rated as 7.2 volts, 1250 milliamp hours. The moulding is very slightly different. The plastic on this one is slightly different to the plastic on this one, so the older battery will not fit on the newer camcorder, which is just incredibly annoying, as it means you have to go and buy a whole new set of batteries. This little one, as I say, 1250 milliamp hours. Probably need a couple of those really in your arsenal in order to go out with any sensible length of filming. This little gadget here is a little cold shoe adapter that actually slots into the side of the camcorder, and then obviously just gives you a normal standard size cold shoe if you want to add a video light or a microphone on top of the camcorder, something like that. We're almost at the bottom now, but down here, hold on, I'll just ferret around for it. This is a standard 3-pin UK mains adapter which will plug into the other end of this power supply. Let's take it out of the plastic. There we go. That just goes in there as normal, and then you can charge the battery up on the camcorder as described. I think that's it. Let's have a look. I think there's something else in the bottom, but we'll have to get to the camcorder first. So here it is. This is what you're after, the x920 camcorder. Manual ring on the front which controls focus and iris and gain and shutter, and I think you can toggle through the white balance as well, and you change the function of this ring with this little toggle switch on the side. I'm not sure that's entirely visible, but you sort of toggle through the functions by pressing that, and then you can scroll through by pressing that. There's also a touch screen here. I think that's 3.5 inches of touch screen. The obligatory little zoom toggle on the top here. This slot on the side is where that adapter, what have I done with it? Here it is, where this adapter slots in. I think I've got that the wrong way around. It goes in like that, and then gives you that cold shoe adapter, and you can unhook the cold shoe adapter by pulling back this little, I'm not sure if you can see that, this little release lever here means you can then unhook that cold shoe adapter. At the back here, that's the DC in socket for the power, so you can charge up the battery. Battery obviously goes there. Slightly weird though, in that the battery goes on sideways like that. Hold on, I'm going to put in the correct battery on it. No, that's the old one from the, there we go, the previous camcorder. That one goes on like that, I hope. It's refusing to go on at all now. That's not a good sign. There we go, like that. But it means that you get to take the battery off, you have to actually open up the screen. I don't know why that irritates me, but it does. Screen open, then you can take it out like that. And similarly, the card for the SD card, the socket for the SD card is under here, which means when you've got it on a tripod, under tripod plate here, you won't be able to access the SD card socket. And this cover for the SD card socket feels flimsy as anything, I have to tell you. I think that is probably going to snap off completely with not much use. I wouldn't be at all surprised. Little viewfinder at the back here. Well, that just pops out. It doesn't tilt or anything, but I guess you might have a use for that. What else? A little mode switch on the side here. Toggles it between off and camera and playback. You've got a button for the intelligent auto where the camera works out everything for you. Button to turn on the Wi-Fi. There's the inevitable fan socket here. Socket's probably the wrong word, but Panasonic, I think, are the only people who put these great fan vents in the side of their camcorders, and certainly on previous models people have complained about the microphone here picking up the noise from the fan here, so only time will tell if that is true on this one. You've got a power on off button here, optical image stabilization on and off here, HDMI, the AV out, that presumably is to the composite out, and that's a USB for taking files off the SD card if you don't want to take the SD card actually out. That pretty much is it. The Panasonic x920. I think there was something else at the bottom of this box. Two things, it seems, at the bottom of the box. One little lens, not quite a lens cap, but a lens hood, which I imagine either screws on or latches on by some other means. And then the normal USB cable as well. Just for comparison, by the way, for size, so there's the x920, and this is a Canon HFG 25 with its lens hood on. Actually, I'll unscrew the lens hood, perhaps gives you a better idea. So there they are together. Canon certainly feels a lot bulkier than the Panasonic. How about weight? Yeah, the Canon's definitely bulkier. Not a lot more to say. I will be posting up some tests of this, sort of review once I've actually had a chance to play with it, and we shall see how it does in comparison with the Canon. That's the unboxing. Thanks for watching.